Well, good morning, everybody. I want to talk today about the three important factors that every business, and even as an individual, we need to focus on. Three things. Those are for any business. If you're going to think about starting your own business, you want to focus on these three things to make sure that your business is continuing to be successful. Number one is inventory flow. Number two is cash flow. And number three is personal development. I started out with $62.53 in 1987. But those three indicators, those are key indicators. Those are the things that really kind of are the focus of my attention. Inventory flow, cash flow, and personal development. So what is our inventory? If we are in the business of a restaurant, our inventory is the food that we have. And we want to move that food as quickly as possible because it will rot if we don't. If we're in the car business, it's the automobiles that we buy and sell. If we are in the clothing business, it's the clothes that we get in and that we sell. So what is your inventory? If you're a hotel, the inventory would be your beds, or the rooms, but the rooms would be the beds. So depending on how many beds you have in your hotel room, that's your inventory. And if you don't rent that room, you don't bring in any cash. So it's very important for the inventory to move quickly. So that's one of the first things that we want to study is how fast can I move the inventory from the time I buy it to the time I've sold it and received the money. So now we move into step two, cash flow. And a lot of businesses today, the first thing that a lot of new businesses want to do is offer credit to their buyer. When you're selling a product, you don't necessarily need to offer credit. Matter of fact, you can ask the buyer to pay money in advance so that you're not even having to go to the bank to borrow money to finance your inventory. For instance, when I first started in 1987, what I did was I bought a used computer somewhere in the United States and then I sold it to someone that was going to use it. So I would buy a computer, an IBM mainframe, from someone in North Carolina. And I sold it to someone in Cleveland, Ohio. Now these were organizations, these were businesses. The one that was selling the computer was a manufacturer, and the company that bought it in Cleveland, Ohio was in the used computer business. Now this computer sold for over $30,000 and I did not have the money to be able to buy it out of my own checking account. So what I did was I told the potential buyer that they could buy this computer, but they had to send the money in advance, and as soon as I received the money, I would release the computer in North Carolina the next day. So they sent me a check for over $35,000. They sent it to our company. And then with that $35,000, I sent a check out for less than that to the company that was selling us the computer, and then I let them know where the computer was. So a lot of times people just rush off, we gotta offer credit, we gotta have credit and all that stuff. You don't really need necessarily to have credit to run a successful business. You need to be creative, you need to think outside of the box. How can I make this happen? Don't always offer credit. And the third thing is personal development. Personal development, I have to be better today than I was yesterday. I need to continue to get new knowledge in my mind. I need to have experiences from other people. One of the greatest books that I read was a book called, it was by Jim Clayton. It's an autobiography, and he's the founder of Clayton Homes. It's a $600 million book. And if you get a chance, go on Amazon and buy it. I don't know if it's still in print, but I'm sure there's some used copies on there. That book really gave me a lot of inspiration and knowledge about how to run a successful business. I look forward to talking with you again tomorrow. Hope you have a great day.